Miles, how honored are you to get our Player of the Year award and our Good Guy award?
I got the Good Guy award.
You and Joel Batonio were co-winners.
Hey, I'll take that. I heard about the little Player of the Year award. Now, I definitely appreciate it. Still sore about how the season has panned out, but I still appreciate the honor very much. And I know we still have one left, and gotta prove y'all right.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about one left. With the idea that you're at the finish line here, and it had been a while since you put that full season of availability together. Is that significant to reach that goal for you in your mind?
Yeah, because I knew I could always do it. It wasn't like it was something so difficult for me. I mean, got suspended a couple years back. Got COVID the year before, so it was just it seemed like a string of unfortunate events. And now I feel like I'm back in my game, physically, mentally, and now I'm able to just do what I do.
Thanks, Nate. Cam Justice, go ahead.
Hey, Myles, speaking of some of those goals you set this season, you reached a lot of what you wanted to do. You got your defensive touchdown, you got your interception, you got a forced fumble, you had all that happen. For you, with this one game left and then heading into next season, have you set any new goals for yourself? What does that look like for you, trying to be even better than you were? Because that's something that you seem to be focused on for yourself.
I think it's the Super Bowl. That's the one goal that means everything to me. Everything else, and go by the wayside. And of course, individual honors are nice, and some I can put up in my house and display, and show my family and my kids one day. But that Super Bowl means everything, not only to me, but to the team and to the city. That's who I play for and who we do it for.
Thanks, Cam. Our next question will go to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Myles, you've had a week now. How are you processing the fact that you guys fell short of the goal of getting to the playoffs?
Not processing it well, but it's there. And, it's going to be frustrating for probably a week, maybe two. Then I'll probably go somewhere nice and warm and tropical, and then I'll come back and get back to work because I don't want to have it happen again.
What do you think went wrong, and what do you think the organization needs to do to get it right next year?
That's a question you might have had written down for Kevin, and you didn't expect me to come up first. So that I'll let Kevin answer that one.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Thanks, Scott. Dan Lobby, go ahead.
Hey, Myles, I wanted to ask you about the defense in general and kind of looking forward to next year. You guys finished strong, really, after that New England game. How do you feel about this defense kind of coming back? And do you think you can sustain what you guys have done over these last, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 games?
I think we absolutely do it. We have a lot of young guys, a lot of new guys. That cohesion takes time, and not only among players, between players and coaches. And I think we're really trying to find what our strengths are, and through the year we've gotten close to it. We've tapped into it a couple of times, but I think by next year, we should have all the kinks out, and we should be able to really be rocking and rolling.
And then individually for you, it seems like every year you come back better. I mean, how much better can Myles Garrett be, in the next few years?
I don't know, but I'm gonna try and find out. I know I can keep on tapping into something else. Just entering my prime. So we'll see what else I got in store.
Thanks, Dan. Mary Kay Kevitt, you're up.
Yeah, Myles, a couple of questions real quick. First of all, so the groin injury, that's probably not going to require any kind of a procedure or anything, correct? Is that right?
No, nothing at all. I'll be okay.
And then when we talked to Joe Woods yesterday, and we were asking him, what's the next level that you can take your game to? And he was talking about consistency, that he just wants to see that same level of effort on a consistent basis. Do you see it that way? And if you do that, what impact do you think it'll have on your game?
I think I consistently give effort, but it's a difference in opinion right here.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Marla Ridenour, you're next.
Yeah, Myles, I just want to ask you about your touchdown and then that play. Does that give you something in the offseason to sort of, I don't know, focus on as being that disruptive guy that changes games more?
I think I had a good run of it last year. I don't know, I feel like everybody saw me coming this year when I was trying to take the ball away. So it was kind of tough. But gotta find a way to do it in other phases of the game, in the run. I know they don't run at me very often, try to run and test the edges. So just trying to, when I get my opportunities, put my hat on the ball, try to strip it, and try to get the ball to our offense.
And I just want to ask you real quick about the guys you practice against, the offensive line. I mean, I know they haven't, they had some moments that weren't up to their, but I mean, just how high do you regard those guys, just, about where they stand as far as, the league and how good they are?
I still think they're one of the best. And I think that'll show very brightly, next year when, we come back and we'll have full strength.
Thanks, Marla. Let's go to Ashley Bassler.
Hey, Myles, thinking about your year, I was thinking about the comments you made after the bye week about there needing to be better focus, the comments after the Patriots game about there needing to be adjustments. It just seems like you've gotten more comfortable being vocal and a vocal leader and expressing your opinions. I guess, how have you evolved over the last few years in that regard? And how do you see yourself continuing to evolve with that?
I think you hit the nail on the head right there. I'm just feeling comfortable with saying what's on my mind and speaking my piece, and not being afraid to say what needs to be said, whether it's in the media or in private to my team or to my coaches. I feel like you don't need to hold back on the truth if it needs to be heard. So if I need to do that next year, then I'll do it. But if we need somehow to get a kick or a jump start, I'm gonna be that guy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Ashley. Tom Withers, you're next.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Myles. And appreciate all your time this year. Hey, with all the expectations coming in, did you worry at all about a setback? Did you worry that this all maybe could have been too much for you guys too soon?
No, it never went through my mind. And I think the preparation was there. And once you prepare, there shouldn't be like a feeling of doubt or fear, because you put the time and you put the work in. And I mean, it's unfortunate that didn't pan out like that for multiple reasons. But I think, if we go back and find where we're weak at and find where we need to improve, offense, defense, and special teams. And I think we still have a lot of great talent on this team. They're just finding the best way to direct it and make it efficiently, move the ball down the field and take the ball away.
You mentioned last week that you would make a pitch at Clowney at some point. Has that happened yet?
A couple times.
Have you?
I mean, I want him here. He had 2 sacks last game. He was disruptive, and I feel like he's disruptive every time he's out there, especially when we're out there together. And they can't key in on just one of us. So the guys, hitting a stride, and I think he has a lot of football left, and he doesn't know that.
Thanks, Tom. We have time for one more. Scott Petrick.
Hey, Myles, when you talk about finishing the season, how important is it, if it is at all, to you to get another sack or 2 to end the year?
Right. It's been nice to get a sack in the last couple games, but sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. I mean, offenses will do their best to keep me from wrecking the game, and I just got to keep on pushing. Got to keep on trying to find a way. If they're gonna or get their game plan or their style to take me out of it, then I gotta find another way to attack them. I got to adjust and adapt as well. And if it's not sacks that's making my presence known on the field, then I gotta find a way to be effective in the run. I gotta chase it down on the other side. Sacks are nice. They look good, and set the offense back. But you know, there are other plays in the game that you know are just as impactful as sacks, but don't get the kind of notoriety as they do.